Hi friends, again through this Learn Logistics video, meeting you all making me proud. And please send your comments and suggestions to the above email ID logisticsari2020 at gmail.com. And regarding logistics, you can go through our website, the above website www.harilogisticsacademy.com. Transportation challenges for truck driver community. In 2018, trucks comprised 15.8% of the vehicles in road accident fatalities. The 9 million truckers and transporters who move freight across India's critical inter and intrastate traffic network. Trucks account for 69% of country's wide freight traffic in India, according to Economic Survey 2018-19, and contribute about 3.06% to GDP or gross value addition. In a 2018 study conducted by lubricant manufacturer Castrol complained of sleep deprivation. Up to 53% reported physical and psychological issues such as fatigue, insomnia, obesity, backache, joint and neck pain, poor vision, breathlessness, stress and loneliness. Trucks from the third highest group of vehicles to be involved in road accidents, around 12.3%, and road accident fatalities around 15.8%, according to the Road Accidents in India report 2018 published by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Of 1,51,417 road accident deaths recorded in 2018, 10% or 15,150 victims were drivers or passengers in trucks. Data show this is a decline from the 11.6%, that is 17,158 of 147,913 road accident deaths in 2017. In developed countries such as Australia, truck drivers may drive for 12 hours at a stretch at the most, and that too with halt half an hour breaks every 5 hours and at least 6 continuous hours of rest. Canada stipulates a 13-hour limit with a 15-minute break every 2 hours and 8 continuous hours of rest, according to a 2018 study published by Danish Public Health Institute. Sidvistic Singias. However, India has few regulations related to training, working hours and periodic vision tests for those driving commercial vehicles. Of the 19 countries with available data, Japan reports the highest estimated monetary loss due to road traffic crashes, nearly $64 billion, that is 4,48,000 crore approximately, followed by India at approximately $58 billion, that is 4,06,000 crore approximately, according to a United Nations Economic and Social Council 2018 study. You can see the death and injuries in truck accident between 2014 and 18. And the next graph says truck drivers killed or injured in 2014 to 18. The graph above shows the about 26% decline in the number of deaths caused by trucks and nearly 15% decline in injuries over 4 years to 2018. According to data from the National Crime Records Bureau, these figures differ slightly from the data in the Transport Ministry report. However, the number of truck drivers who died during an accident they allegedly caused has increased by 33% and those injured by 17%. The reason why most truckers experience bad health is because they have no choice but to work long hours and cover long distances to feed their families. Section 135 of the Motor Vehicle Act 1988 prescribes that state government shall make schemes for wayside amenities on highways, provide traffic and posts on highways, and provide truck parking complexes along highways. Truckers leave home at a very young age to work as cleaners for their livelihood. They are the community that is so surprisingly marginalized at so many levels. They are not below the poverty line, but on every socio-economic level they perform badly. The following factors are most responsible in their performance: overloading, long hours of work, and sleep deprivation, and poor health, especially vision issues. Health does not feature among the top 3 priorities for 63% of truck drivers. As per the Castrol study, up to 68% of truck drivers featured in the study said they felt totally fit, but 53% complained of problems such as fatigue, sleeplessness, obesity, backache, joint and neck pain, problematic sight, breathlessness or breathing issues, stress and loneliness. Up to 23% reporting battling lack of sleep, about 18% face physical stress and 12% face mental stress. India had a truck to driver ratio of about 1:1.3 in the late 80s and early 90s, which has dropped to about 1:0.6 in today's times and expected to drop further to about 1:0.5 over the next couple of years, and this is alarming indeed. Historically, this section of society has not been accorded any position of dignity, largely owing to their absence in the routine social life of their families and communities. In addition, the lifestyle practices or habits of the truck driver community is perceived negatively by the general public. And remuneration for the truck drivers is one of the most neglected areas of logistics operations, generally across the globe, but more specifically in India. For instance, An average salary for a truck driver in India is about 25,000 to 35,000 per month, including driver and direct and indirect. And driving a taxi is perceived to be a less hectic activity, giving room to improve the work-life balance of the erstwhile truck driver. This is one of the main reasons for the general shortage of truck drivers in Indian trucking industry. Challenges of truck driver shortage. The Indian demography has undergone, like all other India-related aspects, a change these past couple of decades. From 1991, when India opened up its economy with a liberalized global outlook, private enterprise got a leg up. So to say, funding from global investors started becoming commonplace in India enterprises. The government's spend for social infrastructure increased and thus was born state support for minimum employment by way of guaranteed days of employment for the rural population, which was not primarily into agriculture. The following can be attributed as the casual agents or catalysts that led to the shortage of truck drivers in India. Government of India's NREGA or MNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which guaranteed a minimum number of days employment for the rural or urban unemployed youth to work on government's infrastructure projects in their respective areas, drew a fairly large number of people, some of who otherwise drive trucks for a living. This employment guarantee scheme helped them to be close to their families and still earn a livelihood. Opportunities of self-employment. With a growing economy, multiple opportunities for entrepreneurship opened in India, especially in semi-urban and rural belts, where the hitherto items of urban living started being accessible, available. The more enterprising set of erstwhile truck drivers chose this route. Industrial and service industry opportunities. Another stream of employment which opened up for unskilled segment of the population was industrial and service sector, where the working conditions were far more comfortable than driving trucks. Lack of respect or dignity of labor for the truck driver community, leading to low self-esteem and social upheavals, was a traumatic experience for the drivers themselves as well as their families. Low levels of compensation and earnings for the truck driver community, leading to economic hardships. Risks owing to the vagaries and inherent dangers of road transport has been depressing factor. Access to education. This has been a boon for the economically weaker sections of Indian society these past couple of decades. Consequently, the new crop of youth ready for gainful employment are opting for less stressful but better remunerated occasions. The truck driver shortage issue is compounded further in the Indian scenario with the road freight share on a steady rise these past few years. In comparison to rail, air, waterways, overall it's not a healthy situation for the economy in general and for the road transport industry in particular. Way forward. Mitigating the driver shortage. This problem of truck driver shortage certainly doesn't have a quick fix solution. The corrective measures are an evolutionary process in that the changes have to and are happening from different related segments of business, governance, employment, etc. Let's examine these positive factors. Infrastructure, roads and highways. Since the onset of the Golden Quadrilateral Plan, launched over a decade ago or so, and the thrust given by the present government, the conditions of the highways have drastically improved with well laid out multi-lane roads, roadside amenities, smart tags or ETCs across the toll plazas. The condition of the vehicles itself has undergone a sea change with complete power steering, prime movers, air conditioned driver cabins, payload unitization, better wheel axle structure of the vehicles, improved fuel combustion leading to smoother ride factor, better braking and anti-skid technology. The host of other improved features have made driving trucks less stressful and comfortable. Increased earnings. Increase in the economic activity in India has witnessed a slow change in an increase in the realization of the value of our products and services. Users of the trucking service have to come forward to pay more for the speedier and safer services that they are able to get. Owing to the above advancements in the infrastructure as well as fleets, this helps to make the truck driver's vocation more remunerative, and in India, the earnings for the drivers. One of the biggest obstacles for driver shortage is getting addressed, but it has to go a long way. Better medical facilities. The general improvement of availability of medical facilities and health services is also a welcome change. The truck driver community needs no longer to suffer from health disorders and can reach out to most modern and advanced healthcare services along their route of the travel and are their places of residence. This is good for their families too. Insurance cover for drivers. Truck owners and truck owning companies have realized the importance of guaranteeing a support system for the driver community in terms of medical expenses, assistance, and accident trauma or care assistance. Hence, it's now a commonplace practice that all truck drivers are covered under medical and accidental care schemes, especially after the pandemic witnessed in India. Rest houses for drivers. The large truck owning companies have started facilitating the driver community with rest houses where the drivers can call in en route, rest well for the night, have access to clean and hygienic washrooms, thus ensuring they stay in good health. Still, the dignity of work and social outlook has to change to attract the new generation. It is started but at a slower pace than desired. If this can be made faster by the society and regulatory authorities, the people from ITIs, polytechnics can also join the force when it becomes like a manufacturing industry or other industry where the working environment ensures limited working hours, dignity of worker, respect in society and salary equal to other workers of equally qualified skilled person in other industry. All the above positive developments at speedy level do surely contribute in a great manner to stem the current truck driver shortage in India and bring back a more vibrant and profitable road transport system may sooner rather than later. Thank you, friends. Your comments are welcome. Hope you will benefit from this video. We look forward for more interactions in future videos. You can subscribe this channel to get notifications whenever we launch new videos. Your comments and suggestions are welcomed on the above email ID logitechsari2020@gmail.com. Thank you, friends.